everybody. All right, so today is our weekly home blessing blitz. I hope everybody's ready. We're going to have some fun. I'm going to try and have it be a little bit more generic so that way you can go back and you can just replay this video. We're also going to run through our setup for tomorrow, and I want to talk about getting into this system. So first thing that we need is some water. So I'm going to do that right now. For some reason I washed my cup. Not exactly sure why. But I did. All right. So I know, and I'm even guilty of this in some respects and everything like that, to where when we find a new system, we want to go all in. Right? Doesn't matter what it is, we are all in. And I seriously, if this is new to anybody, I want you to really take a step back. We're not trying to go all in here. We're trying to make this last. So if doing everything that I talk about gets overwhelming, take that step back. The biggest thing I want you to focus on is the evening stuff. The stuff that we do in the evening, because that will set you up for tomorrow. So if all this is new, don't try doing everything all at once. You're going to get overwhelmed. You're going to get frustrated, and you're not going to get as far as what you would if you took a couple steps back. Fly Lady has the 31 baby steps. I may modify that a little bit to give you guys some working steps for dealing with how we do it here. So that being said, let's run through the setup for today, and then we can get into the home blessing blitz, which is going to be fun. Yes. Okay. So our daily focus for today is weekly home blessing. And that is why we're doing the weekly home blessing blitz, because then we get it done. And so many times I hear from people, oh, I just can't find time to get my home blessing in. Well, this is a way for you to get it in. And instead of doing the 8 minutes, we're only doing 5. No, you're not going to get as much done, but wherever you left off last week, you pick up this week. And if you were able to get your whole home done last week, then you start all over this week. And if you didn't do any of it last week because you weren't with me, then we start afresh today. So I will run through all of them when we get to there. Yes, sweetheart. What are you looking for?
A flashlight.
Huh?
A flashlight.
A flashlight. You have a ton of flashlights in your room, in your bins. Go look for them in there. Okay. So, did we get dressed to shoes, hair, and face today? Remember, this sets the tone for the day. Now, I don't know about where you guys live, but I know right now in Wisconsin, this heat and humidity is unbearable. We've had the air running pretty much all day long. So even though I am dressed to shoes, I did my hair. Settle down, baby. I almost thought you fell on your face. Even though I'm totally dressed to shoes, hair, and face today, and I started everything off great and did all that, the heat and all that just sucks the energy right out of you. So sometimes we need to go to a plan B. And then we're just doing the absolute necessities. Oh, Pamela, good evening. And I feel that's way to go. I'm going to focus on the positive there. Way to go. That's a big yard. Were you taking breaks? So, yeah. Dress to shoes sometimes doesn't even do it, but it definitely gets you in a better frame of mind than if you don't do it at all. Eat all our meals, drink all our water, take all our meds. I cannot stress in this heat and not in this heat how important it is to drink water. So 2 glasses in the morning, 2 glasses in the evening, and 1 glass throughout the day okay. Well, at least you took some break. And then 1 glass before each meal. Not only will that stop you from eating as much, but it keeps your body hydrated because, well, your body needs the water because it is made up mostly of water. So if we lose all that water, guess what? Body doesn't function. All right. Loving movement. Another one that in this heat can get hard. Please try and still do it. Okay. Got my yoga done this morning. Please try and still do it. So, I have a piece of popcorn stuck in like the back of my throat. Way to go, Pamela. All right. Then ready for bed tonight. Wash face, brush teeth, mouthwash, floss. I actually have finally come into the realm of electronic toothbrushes, and I picked up an Oral-B and I really love it. It makes my teeth feel the way that they do when I leave the dentist office. Not one of them fancy ones, just a regular one, none that I can recharge yet. All right, and then go to bed at a decent hour. All of those work for us and the kids. Now remember, and I was stuck in this for a long time too. I got to wash my face, brush my teeth, floss, and mouthwash right before I go to bed. Actually, no, you don't. I try and do it 2 hours before I go to bed because it is very healthy not to eat anything 2 hours prior to going to bed. So if I've already brushed my teeth, guess what? That stops me from eating. I actually would like to try and do it right after dinner. Yeah. That's the only thing that I can see a problem with. I want to find some 3M hangers that'll be able to hang them up like I have for the regular toothbrushes. So, all right, cleaning. We're doing weekly home blessing in a little while. If you're not going to join us with the Blitz, I hope that you did your 8 minutes today. Make your bed. Hi, Sheena. Make your bed preferably with nobody in it for us and the kiddos. Swish and swipe. This is our focus starting today. So don't forget to swish and swipe each and every day. Now, I don't know why you hear Dr. Phil. The only other thing going on in this house is Blade. If you have not swished and swiped today, and if you are doing the home blessing blitz, when you head into the bathroom to collect the trash, or when you head into the bathroom to do the mopping, do a quick little swish and swipe and add it in, okay? Oh, very weird. All right, laundry, 1 full cycle. Mine is in the dryer currently. I wanted to wait as long as I could to see if possibly I could get the air off before I turned it on. I need a new drying rack for outside because my general rule is that if the air is on, the dryer is not, because that means it's warm enough to dry it outside. I need a new drying rack. Mine kind of fell apart. So, all right. Hot spots, 3 of them, 2 minutes each. Basically an essential pick up, put away. Remember, when you're done with it, put it away. It's simple, basic stuff and so hard to do. But I mean, isn't that like 3/4 of life? It's simple, basic stuff, yet so hard to do. All right, room rescue, 3 of them, 5 minutes each. Once again, a pick up, put away, maybe a wipe off the table. Put stuff away when you're done. If there's more than just you in the household, try to get everybody else to put it away when they're done. Okay? All right, your mission for today. This week, we are in the porch, the entryway, and the dining room. Some of us don't have all 3 of those. So if you don't, add a different room on or move them around or whatever you want to do. I have the porch and the entryway. I don't have the dining room. And the only reason I have the entryway is because I have my living room set up. So today's mission was to get rid of what doesn't belong. Jacek actually got rid of his sandbox. So I'm like very, very proud of him. And we finally set the pool up. So that big, wonderful pool box is no longer in my entryway. So by getting projects done, my entryway actually got done. So, woohoo! All right. And of course, don't forget to shine your sink. Mine is shined. Counter is not clear yet because dishes are still drying. The kids need to do their 5-minute room rescue in their room. They need to make their bed, like I said, and they need to get their chores done. So that's it for cleaning. So far, if you're new to this, what I want you to focus on is going to bed at a reasonable hour. Getting ready for bed. Wash face, brush teeth, floss, mouthwash, that stuff. I want you to try. And after dinner, get the dishes done. All right? You might not get them every single night, but you're working on it, okay? I want you to do the swish and swipe because it is the focus of the month. So there is going to be a video coming up of the swish and swipe to explain exactly how to do it. So far, that's all I need. I want you even thinking of focusing on if this is new. Now, we head into our planning. So grab your planners. I got mine right here. If there's anything swimming around in that brain of yours, get it written down in your brain dump, mind dump, your 5-minute brain rescue, whatever you want to call it, in your take it all down notebook, in the come and go notebook, whatever you want to call it. Get it written down if there's anything swimming up there. Ooh, 1 hour drive. That's not fun. All right. Once you get all those swimming thoughts and those talking thoughts and those monkey brain thoughts, because they never shut up, out of your head and written down, then I want you to come up with 3 goals for tomorrow. I need to make syrup. Let's see. Was there anything from today that didn't get done? No. Okay. I need to grocery shop. And then I'm going to need to prep food. So those are my 3. Those are the 3 things that I need to do tomorrow. And I actually have a busier day. So Jacek and I are going to have to be at the grocery store at 9 in order for me to get it done. All right. What appointments do you have tomorrow? Are those written down? I've got just my work stuff and then, of course, the live in the morning and the live in the evening. Also, take a look at the day after tomorrow. Is there anything you need to be prepping for? Some of us might be having cookouts. Ooh, very nice, Pamela. Our VA here has valet parking, too. That's really nice. It's the least they can do. Okay. Now, I also, if you're new to this, I want you to set up your launch pad. What is the launch pad? The launch pad is where you're going to put everything that you need if you work out of the home or in the home to start your day in one place. So your planner, your wallet, your keys, your purse, your phone, your briefcase, your journal, any projects goes right there. Kids, if they're doing sports or got camp or whatever, they might have a launch pad they need to set up too. A backpack is part of the launch pad for the kids, not the entire launch pad. All right. And then, of course, the most important one is lay out your clothes for tomorrow. I actually laid out my clothes last night. And then when I got up this morning, I didn't want to wear what I had laid out. So I had to grab my phone. I had to try and open my closet. And then I realized I couldn't open my closet. And I had to figure out why I couldn't open up my closet. So I ended up having to move Juan's gun so I could get in my closet. So I could find this. So there is our setup for today. So now we're ready for tomorrow. All right, so tonight, let's start on our weekly home blessing blitz, which will get us done at approximately 7:30 my time. All right, we will not be changing sheets tonight because if you're going to be changing sheets, 2 tricks of the trade with that: keep your extra sheets right in between the mattress and the box spring. So that way you don't have to go looking for them and they're not taking up space in your linen closet. And number 2, change your sheets first thing in the morning. Even if they can't get in the laundry first thing, change them first thing in the morning, because there is no point in making your bed to unmake it to change the sheets. That's just giving yourself extra work. And I am not a fan of extra work. I want to keep my house running smoothly without having to do a whole bunch of work. So, change your sheets in the morning. We will also not be doing filing because filing happens on Friday.
Today we are vacuuming.
We are vacuuming. So, which brings us to, what are we doing? Well, we're going to get the windows and the mirrors. Only the smudges. We're not cleaning the whole thing. Way to go, Pamela. All right. Dusting. We're going to be going around things. So you're not going to be picking them up. You're not going to be spraying them off. You're not doing all the little nook and cranny dusting, which is why one of these is amazing. This one is like, there we go.
It's almost like cobwebs.
Yes, it is almost like cobwebs. So we're going to do dusting. And for my windows and mirrors, I have this wonderful Norwex product that I got from one of my clients for Giuseppe. We are going to be doing vacuuming around the piles. So there is no excuse here that I can't vacuum because I haven't picked up. You will be vacuuming around the piles. Just like dusting. If you've got piles of things, you will be dusting around the piles. Just like, how am I supposed to dust by the TV if the table's like that?
Not. There's a couple laps.
Okay, but I am going to be dusting over there, so I will be moving it.
Because since it's so hot outside, I can barely do any running.
Right. All right. Mopping is going to happen tonight. Mopping is actually probably going to be one of my first things I'm going to do tonight, so I'm going to do it differently. And once again, there is no excuse. Oh, I've got piles over there in the corner of my kitchen, and I got piles over there in the corner of my kitchen. You're basically mopping the centers. You're not doing a detail mop. All right?
Yeah, you heard her say people to vacuum. No detail vacuum or tornado vacuum.
And then, of course, we're going to be changing the trash. We're going to be gathering all the trash bins from the home, emptying them, and taking them out, which I will be talking about something else when that happens because I already did that because I forgot that I was doing this tonight. So I have my wonderful little list. I'm going to get what I used last week. Oh, wait, that's not going to matter. All right. So there's going to be 5 minutes on the clock. Okay. And we're going to get everything done. Now, like I said earlier, I am only going to give you guys the start and the stop. You pick which one of these you want to do. So, yeah, I'm going to start with mopping. I'm going to bring this over here.
Oh, do I tell what I'm doing?
They're going to see what you're doing. I need to grab this and this. Alrighty. Okay. See the... Oh, you can't see the floor. You can see everything but the floor. Oh, well. Okay. We'll just do it this way then. So you get to listen to me while I mop the floor. We have 5 minutes. Fine. Here. Jasak is running around because he's sucked energy out of Mom and he is using that. So we got 5 minutes on the clock. Can you see the 5 minutes? Kind of. Barely. Let me grab the thing that I had the other day. Okay, 5 minutes on the clock. Here we go. Do your first item on your list. Oh, crud, I just hit it to 6. Hold on. Oh, and Juan isn't sleeping. I suppose I can turn the alarm on now.
What?
Daddy's not sleeping. I can turn the alarm on. All right. So, 5 minutes are on the clock, and here we go. First item. So, the biggest thing that I hear all the time about this, and I hope you guys can still hear me, is that this is not going to make a difference. Well, if you don't do it, it's not going to make a difference. You know, this is not cleaning. This is blessing. Two totally different things. We are just doing a little bit of home maintenance. So, and if it's going to stop you from doing anything, well, something is better than nothing. So, make sure you do something. Because otherwise, you're doing nothing. If you're waiting until your home is going to look a certain way, you are going to be waiting for a very long time. So stop waiting and just do the few things. All right, I'm going to go take this and go throw it in the wash. Okay, do not be separating that cheesecloth.
Anyway, guys, how's your day been?
you. All right. So, Pamela says been fine. All right. So, I've got the thing in the wash machine to get washed tomorrow. I'm going to see now. Well, I got some windows in here to do, but we got about 2 minutes left.
Yeah, I'm still running in circles.
Yes, you are.
Notice that just trying to give me a
Speaking of putting away.
I'm actually sweaty.
Well, yeah.
Go ahead.
Amongst other things.
It's hard for me to slow down. Let me get up.
All right. Okay. Almost done with those 5 minutes.
More break. Break.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a fun day.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Blade in ages. I'm going to try to turn the computer so that way you guys will be able to see everything without dropping the computer back there. That'll be a challenge. All right. Mom's done. And do yours and glasses. All right, almost done here, people. There we go. All right. Time for the next one. I am going to do glass and windows. So the way that I do my glass and windows is I get the window a little damp and then I use my wonderful Norwex rag to clean it. Here we go. 5 minutes and I'm making sure I'm hitting the right button. Go! Remember, you're only doing the smudges here, people. Granted, this whole window is smudgy because I would be willing to bet somebody had fun with water over here.
Yeah, that would be me.
That would be you, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, when I go downstairs, use this guy.
All right.
Good. Hi, Mama. Good. I'm glad you're thinking. Well, mine has been well so far.
Yes, your dad has been well.
You just had to move my day. But hey,
Ah! You didn't close this?
I couldn't close it.
Well, then I don't want that one.
Sorry. Sorry.
Hopefully that didn't just wreck the freezer. All right, I gotta get my computer off of here now because it's full of water. So let's bring this over here. Why do you have your headset on? So you can't listen to what?
It's just a joke. Is this a joke? Alright, then go look for 24 minutes.
I can see a ton of fingerprints over here earlier. So I know that's it for that one. All right, and now I know there was a smudge on here. All right, let's go see what's going on in the bathroom. All right, so here's one. Most of us have mirrors in the bathroom. If you have not swished and swiped, the mirrors are part of that. So get it done. All right. That's it for Windows for me. While I'm in here, I will grab a new one of these. All right. Do. All right, now I'm going to get this undone. And get ready for the next thing. Oh, we're down to seconds, people. Different bad guys this time. All right, so far I have done the windows and mirrors, just getting the spots. I have mopped, and earlier today I took the trash out. So we're going to do that last one last, so that way I can talk to you guys about other things. All right, let's get the dusting done. 5 minutes. Here we go. Remember, when you're dusting now, you're dusting around the things. You're not picking them up. You're not doing a detail, which is why I like these things. Because I don't like these because they do all that, but whatever. All right. All right, I think I'm getting up here today. Zach, all these things are going to need to get picked up tonight. All right. You know what? And we're going to include the table in this. All right. Okay. Time to head into the bedroom. Because the bedroom is more important to me than the picture frames. I think I'm going to need to get like a rubber band or something to go around this thing because it's really bothering me that it keeps coming undone. All right. Bedroom's dusted. So now before I ever even go back up there, I'm going to put the duster back where it goes. All right. That goes there. Woohoo! Lots of rides tonight, guys. All right. And as I'm going through each one, I am checking it off on my weekly focus sheet that I made. Since I have a couple extra minutes here, or seconds, I'm going to give myself a water break. All right. We're done with that one. I am now going to vacuum, so it's going to be a little loud. But, and remember when it comes to vacuuming, I thought you had picked all that up.
Me too.
Somehow I think that you knew you hadn't picked it up, and you knew where it went, and you were just hoping that I wasn't going to be vacuuming tonight.
No, I actually didn't know that there's some back there. And that's the truth.
Okay. All right. So keep in mind, I'm going to go down here, that you're vacuuming around things. You're not moving piles. You're not doing anything like that. You are just vacuuming around the piles. So I'm going to set my alarm here. And here we go. 5 minutes. All right. I'll leave this out for the last one so you guys can keep an eye on the time. There we go. Okay. And remember, doing it this way is just one option. You know, you don't have to do the Blitz. It's nice for me to get everything done in one day, pretty much. So then that way I don't have to think about it the rest of the week. And in our home, you need to vacuum every single day. And if not every day, at least every other day. So just because I vacuum today does not mean I'm not going to be vacuuming in 2 days. I guarantee you I will be. And if I'm not, Jacek will be. So is this thing fully charged? Come on. Come on. What do you have to say? You are. Awesome. All right. Then I can cross off my vacuuming because that's, oh, you really can't see you because of the sun, can you? You know, and I was debating about whether or not to do this tonight because I was so exhausted today from the heat. But I decided to because it needs to get done. And the heat is showing absolutely no signs of going away. So I might as well just get it done. And that's starting is always the hardest part with anything, with a new yoga program, a new job, a new car. Starting is always hard. A new school program. I'm trying to get this thing out here. That is always the hardest part. So give yourself some grace, give yourself some motivation, and use what we do together to help you start. Because I also think it's also easier to start when you're not the only one starting. Okay. Last item for the night. Here we go. 5 minutes starting now. All right. Here we go. That works quite nicely. Okay. So a couple things for you to remember. And I mean, I say if you're new to this system, make sure that you take things in stride. But that's not true. That's new people as well as those of us that have been around for eons doing this system. If you're still getting overwhelmed and sometimes life throws you enough curveballs that you're overwhelmed, then we need to stop and we need to break it down and go back to basics and look at the things that are going to give us the biggest impact for the littlest amount of effort. Those would be the laundry. Those would be the dishes. Those would be the 5-minute room rescues and the 2-minute hotspot drills, because you can make shine the sink into, or swish and swipe into a 2-minute hotspot drill. You can turn making the bed as part of your 5-minute room rescue. So you can lump some of these things together to give yourself a little boost when you need it. And especially if you're having one of those weeks where life is just throwing as many things as it can at you, it really, really helps to be able to say that. Yes, watch the replay. You can see my son almost wreck my computer with the water. His heart was in the right place. He just forgot to let me know that the cap wasn't on tightly.
It was not on tightly.
It wasn't on at all.
That's because I can't screw it in.
Okay, but you do have a base for that, so you could have at least told me that, Mom, it wasn't screwed. It's not screwed on. That would have been helpful.
True.
So, you know, we need to take things slow. We need to look at just doing things in pieces and not the whole thing. Speaking of which, Brandy, how is your challenge going with doing things in pieces? Your testing, I believe, was coming up soon, right? Slow and steady wins the race, honey. As long as you're being consistent or persistent, I should say. Speaking of, don't forget that our word for the month is stabilize. So we're looking at everything might not be done, but what is stable for me? Is everything stable for me to be able to keep going and to go through the day and things like that? Look at stabilizing and what is your level of stability in your home. You know, if you are so stressed that adding one more thing on is going to make it hard, then you need to take a step back. And there's nothing wrong with taking a step back. So many times I hear, but I used to. I used to be able to do a back walk over into a back handspring. I can't do it anymore. And the same thing applies to the endurance on cleaning the home, the endurance and the mental focus on doing any project whatsoever. Just because you used to be able to do it does not mean you can do it now. And just because we used to be able to work for 4 hours straight without taking a break does not mean that it was healthy. Just because we used to be able to do all this stuff does not mean we were doing it the right way. It does not mean that we should still be able to do it. It does not mean a lot of things. So we need to stop comparing ourselves. Don't compare yourself to anybody. else. You know, so many times I unfortunately hear, oh, if I would just be like you. Don't be like me. I'm already taken. Be like you. Because you're wonderful. You know? And then we get the people that they want to be like themselves 20 years ago. Well, that's not going to happen either. That person's already taken too. So be the you of today.
And tomorrow.
And stop worrying about the you of yesterday. Because if you're all worried about the you of yesterday, you cannot embrace the you of today. You're going to finish the last 3 pieces of watermelon? Well, you gave me 2 other dishes, so at least that way I can, it'll. No. I'm taken. You need to become as disciplined as Brandy can be. Because we have 2 totally different lives. So the way my systems go and the way I run my home might not work for you. I can give you tips and tricks and help you any way I possibly can.
Kids.
But be the best you. Huh?
Kids, do not be like me.
Well, they can have some of your traits. Your traits. And that's it. Take my traits. Copy my traits. But mold them into you. Just like him. Take some of his traits.
Like Harry Potter.
But mold them into you. Because anybody can be nice and sweet and, you know, disciplined or whatever. But that's not just me. So make that part of you. Because you'll embrace it if that's something you want. You know, I just want you guys to really be the best you that you can possibly be. And that is what I want to help you guys with every single day that we do this. I know there's going to be a lot more recorded videos this week, but it's the 4th and I want to spend time with my family. So, have a great night. I will talk to y'all tomorrow morning. And this week, I think for the few short lives that we have, I think we're going to look at getting ourselves going. Just getting into the process and into the system and warnings and stuff like that and words of wisdom and all that wonderful stuff. So have a wonderful evening and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye. You're welcome, Brandy. I enjoy every minute of it. And